dropped my mother off at memory care this morning. I thought it was just forgetfulness, but the doctors say it's Alzheimer's. She still knows me, for now, but the doctor says she doesn't have much time left. That's why I was at the library today. I was looking for this. Peter and Wendy. It's not my kind of thing, but she used to read it to me when I was little. It was her favorite. Fantasy, adventure, those were my mother's things. Second to the right and straight on till morning, that Peter had told Wendy was the way to Neverland. How many times have I heard that? I'd beg her to read something, anything else. Laura Ingalls Wilder, Katie Woodlawn, Mary Lennox, Anne of Green Gables, anything but Peter and Wendy again. But my mother would say, if you're going to pretend, Grace, pretend big, fly to the moon, orbit the earth, sail to the stars. Easy for her to say. That stuff came naturally to her. She really is an amazing woman. She used to hop freight trains, she studied oil painting in France, she taught dancing at the Arthur Murray School. She even lived on a houseboat for a summer. Her life was like a storybook. I could never do those things. Never say never, Grace. All it takes is faith, trust, and little pixie dust. But I couldn't even pretend to go to Neverland. The thought of taking Peter's hand and flying out of my bedroom window scared the hell out of me. I don't want to battle pirates, fight off ravenous crocodiles, or sleep in the stump of a tree. I would never do that. Never say never, Grace. When I was really little, I thought my mother was Mrs. Darling. You know, the mother of Wendy, John, and Michael. I thought that when she was little, she had flown off with Peter Pan to Neverland, and then she came back and had me, and now it was her job to prepare me for when Peter would come for me. That's how it goes in the story. As you look at Wendy and you see her hair becoming white and her figure little again, for all this happened long ago, Jane is now a common grown-up with a daughter called Margaret. And every spring cleaning, except when he forgets, Peter comes for Margaret and takes her to Neverland, where she tells him stories about himself, to which he listens eagerly. When Margaret grows up, she will have a daughter who is to be Peter's mother in return. And so it goes on, so long as children are gay and innocent and heartless. Terrifying, isn't it? I never wanted Peter to come for me. Every night when I went to bed, I made sure my bedroom windows and doors were locked. I made sure my night light was on, because in the book, Mrs. Darling says that night lights are the eyes a mother leaves to guard her children. I wasn't taking any chances. Peter wasn't going to drag me off to Neverland against my will. I knew that was illegal. I remember this one night my mother came in and opened my window in the middle of the night. I jumped out of bed screaming, "You want him to take me, don't you? You want me to go to Neverland?" What I want, Grace, is for you to be brave and to remember what Peter says. To live will be an awfully big adventure. I want I could go back to that night. I want to tell my mother that I'll be brave, that I'll try to live the big, adventurous life she wants for me. But there's a deeper truth to that line. A truth I didn't learn until much later. Do you know it? The original line was, "To die will be an awfully big adventure." My mother started a new adventure today. She still knows me, she still tells me stories, and she still says, "Never say never, Grace." But the time is coming when she'll fly off without me, and this time she won't come back from Neverland. Oh, I wish I could lock the doors and windows and keep Peter from taking my mother. I never want to imagine a life without her. Never say never, Grace. Oh, Mother, I hope that Peter's right. I hope you're at the start of your greatest adventure. I hope that to die truly is an awfully big adventure.